Good mythical morning. My name is Lucas. Oh, how do they do it?
Good mythical summer.
Good mythical morning. My name is Lucas, and this is my journey through Lambda School. Okay, well, let's get into it. So today is this is week 3, day 5 of my journey through Lambda School, which the last day of the week is obviously sprint challenge. So this sprint challenge was JavaScript fundamentals. I'm not actually going to spend a ton of time on this because you've kind of heard me talk about what we've been going over this past week. Array methods, objects, prototypes, constructors, classes, this kind of the whole 9 yards. So this actual challenge here was really straightforward. We're allotted 3 hours. Took me about an hour total, with the biggest thing taking up the time to actually do the career assignment, which the career assignment was to research some companies, put together a budget that was really, really helpful in determining not only how much money do I have, but how much I can spend. And while I did that before Lambda School, of course, kind of going back into it is helpful. So as I said in one of my previous videos, I think that it's incredible that Lambda School takes the time and makes it an actual assignment to do financial planning while you're in the course. On top of that, I actually looked at some jobs that I was actually interested in, obviously all in major cities, some with Facebook, some with some other companies, probably more front-end development stuff. That's kind of what I enjoy because I like doing design, which I'll show you some stuff here. But aside from that, this sprint challenge was pretty straightforward. As you can kind of see here, some questions, differences between map and for each, functions and methods, what's closure, what are the 4 rules of the this keyword, why do you need super, and then some objects, functions, prototypes, classes, that kind of stuff. What was more interesting was after the sprint challenge, and it was the start of build week. So build week, as I said, is the whole week of where everybody comes together into a team to build a product. Now, what is the product that I will be building? The product that I will be working on is called Guess Who. The name of the game is a Twitter app. It's a game. Guess Who is a game. Mobile device. Twitter is a... Guess Who is a mobile app that takes tweets from Twitter and then gives you potential people that said it. And the objective is to guess who said which tweet. Pretty straightforward. Now, I'll kind of get into what this looks like for us. This was the teams that were assigned through Airtable. As you can see, all the teams. There's like over 70 different projects, so this list is long. But my project here, Guess Who, has an iOS developer 2, iOS engineer, machine learning, and data engineer 1 and 2, myself, which I'll be just working on a landing page. Daniel Ferrer, same thing. He'll be working on a landing page with me. And then web, and web backend. We got a large team with a lot of people. But Build Week is actually built out really well done. So there's a culture document for Build Week. Everything is done here on Notion, as you can see. And the full-time Build Week culture document basically has everything that we need in order to get started. So what are my roles, how to set up a Slack channel for ourselves, how we're going to set up Trello, we got an icebreaker game that we played today, how are we going to get our Git repos organized, what are our daily milestones and how are we going to contribute and add to the project. We have a product canvas that we have to fill out, preferably before Monday, but we're probably going to end up doing it on Monday. Some FAQs that I haven't read through, but I need to, and then our workflow and some other tools. Now, there's a ton of tools that were dropped in our Slack that I will provide to you. Basically everything that you could need to build something. And I'll actually kind of show you here on the Build Week full time. Everything that you see in yellow here is a resource. So design tools, fonts, color palettes, animations, photos, carousels, illustrations, fake data, web hosting, other resources. A lot of this you can find at allthefreestock.com, but I'm going to drop all of these out there for you as well. Super cool and super helpful. So additionally, we've got, as I was saying, our roles and responsibilities. So here are everybody can see what their responsibility is and actually how they are assessed, which is a big part of what we're delivering on. Then we had our icebreakers as well. So a game of where you're located, which was kind of fun, good to meet people. And then we've got the full-time schedule, as I said. And then what I thought was cool is that I actually had resources on how to write user stories. So how do you write it in such a way that people can that you can turn stories into tasks, which is super helpful to have with any sort of product. And then decomposing user stories. So same thing, how to write it and how to break it down and from tasks. So a lot of great resources that are available at our fingertips in order to figure out how we should go about doing Build Week. I thought all of these resources were really helpful. It is a lot all at once, so don't freak out if you're like, oh my god, what's going on? This stuff is available. All you got to do is take the time to kind of go through it. And obviously there's more than one Build Week, so as you progress through it, you'll get more and more experience with doing Build Weeks. But I wanted to show you the application that I have designed. So on to the app. This is the application that I have designed in Figma. This is what I like to use. Pretty simple, straightforward, just a game. And we got some authentication here with logging in with Twitter. This was just a demo kind of thing on what this would look like with a tweet that's in there. But as we can see, this is the auth screen. Then we go to the menu. So the menu would look something like this, where you pick, you guess who's, guess who, you pick a category that you want to play. Then we've got settings here, which would just be music and special effects. Then we've got login authentication. I need to add in a log in, log out button. I got to figure out how we're going to do invite friends. But then when you've got your points that you've got and your hints as well, so you can buy more stars, or you can wait to get stars as well as hints. You can buy more hints, or you can wait to get hints. And then when you want to unlock levels, you can use those stars to unlock other levels. And that's kind of what the menu would look like. The actual game, or the level scenes, is pretty straightforward. Pick a level, and it takes you to the level that you should be at. The game scene is in a work in progress, but the idea would be that you would get a tweet. You'd get 3 options. You could use a hint to get rid of one, and then you'd pick the one that would be correct. And that would be the point of the game for the entirety of it. The idea would be that every time you get it right, you get more stars. Every time you get it wrong, you lose some stars. So you don't want to just guess willy-nilly. You want to try to actually be accurate. And then, once the level's confirmed, you show that you're on the next level, and then how many points you get, or stars that you get for completing the level as well. Nothing crazy complex, but a lot of intricacies moving in here, particularly with the game dynamic. Pulling in tweets, processing tweets, and getting these the right choices and options that make it actually kind of difficult. You don't want the game to be too easy, where if you had Kanye West in here or Pete Buttigieg, then that's an easy guess. So you want to try to make it difficult without being too difficult. But that's the game that we're going to build out, so we'll see how close we get to that. I'm going to build a landing page. I don't actually build the app, but with the landing page that I build, it will be using a lot of these images that I've got in order to produce the website. With that, that's all I've got for you today. Completed the sprint challenge, got Build Week coming up. I'll let you know how it works with the team. It'll be interesting to see how the team dynamic goes. But until then, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to comment below. I will include all the links in the description, and I will see you next time. Adios.